Hi everyone, I'm Mike and welcome back to Outdoor Adventuring Gear. And today guys, I'm going to put up part 3 of 5 more great camping items from Temu for under $5. And before I get into the products guys, I just want to say, although I do videos on Amazon and Temu, and I'll probably do some on eBay coming up soon, I'm just sharing things that I purchased on my own, that I've been using, that I've been wanting, and I've been able to get them at a crazy inexpensive price, and they still have great quality. That's the reason I'm putting these videos up. For no other reason, just to share the products and the deals that I come across. Now, on to number 1, and that is this plastic ultralight tripod for your gas containers, for your gas stoves. Now, the one thing about this product, if you have a 3D printer, you can probably make this at home. I don't have a 3D printer, and I've never gotten into any of that yet. I might someday. But it comes like this. Now, these do come in several colors. I like the orange because I've mentioned before, I'm getting away from the blacks and dark blues because, well, I'm getting frustrated of trying to find things when I put them down or when I put them in my packs, and they get hard to find. I'm older. And, you know, we all know how that vision starts to be affected as we get a little older. But it will come like this. And what it has is 3 legs that open up by these little screwed hinges right here. Now, I'm going to be up front as of right now, and I've been using it roughly, all these products I got roughly 3 to 4 months ago. They've been in use since then. But I can probably say this one will fail probably within a year. But I only paid $2.90 for it. So if I get a year out of use of this, I'm happy because of the stability this thing gives me, but it could last a lot longer. The only weakness I see could be that little screw in all of those hinges. So when you get it, it's going to look like this. And every time you open it up, I'm going to show this really good, it'll click in place. Just like that. Then you do it to all the legs, and you have a very nice, stable platform for your gas containers to fit in here. It does offer several options along this way, if you can see, where different containers or different manufacturers make different gas containers at different sizes. Mine is extremely snug. Let me show you how it fits in there. It's almost sometimes hard to snap it out. But you do have some nice gripping here at the feet or pedals of each leg. On my scales, this weighs about just over 1 ounce. Imagine that being a circle. This part right here, the whole thing, from the entire circle will be 7 inches in diameter. So that's how much coverage you're getting. So on the ground, you're very stable with this. Each of the legs is just over 3 inches. The triangle here is just over 2 inches. Now let me show you how good it fits on a can. Here's my can. Here's the tripod. I'm going to try to get this in so you can see it. When I push down, it snaps right into place. It works very well, and it is very stable with that in there. For years, I did it just with the can, and with a stove on top of that sometimes. It would be a little, if I don't have it on level ground. Since I've had this bad boy, I'm not worried about it. For $2.90, I think it can't be beat. And when you take the canister out, what I've been doing is just grabbing one leg and popping it off. That's how snug it fits in there. Very snug. So for me, this is a win. If you have your own 3D printer, you might be able to make these on your own. But for $2.90, they're an absolute bargain. And it does come in 3 colors. And if I'm wrong, I'll put it up. On to number 2. If you guys have seen any of my videos, you know I'm an avid coffee drinker. I love coffee. I have it all the time. I at least have 3 cups a day. And on the trail, I'll try to get 2 in, or at least when I'm camping. But the next thing I found is this coffee filter. Stainless steel, black. You can see the filter inside. And it does have on the sides of it 2 wings that you pry open to go down inside your coffee cup. All of my stainless steel mugs, this has worked fine. It fits it easily. Now, with the wings open, this distance is 4.5 inches. That should work with any coffee mug, coffee cup, or even a travel mug. This would be great for traveling too, even in hotel rooms or anything like that, where you might not have a coffee filter. On my scale, this weighs just over 1 ounce also. It's very light. It's extremely easy to clean. And also, it does have 2 plastic indentations so you can hold it like that. And here are the little wings you have to push on the bottom for them to open. The only thing I will point out, if your coffee cup that you're putting your coffee into happens to be on the shallow end, now from point to top, that's 3 inches. Now sometimes what's happened is on some of my aluminum ones, if I put this on my coffee and I make it, the coffee level will rise and then it will be in the coffee, and that's defeat the purpose. So what I've had to do is grab it by those handles and pull it up and let it fill the rest of the coffee cup up. But if you have a taller mug or some kind of taller pot that this dimension here will fit over, you're golden. You don't have anything to worry about. But I love it. I don't mind that little inconvenience of holding it up. And as you can see, I've used it several times, several times, and there's no staining or anything like that in the aluminum. I love it. It's a great little thing. I've been throwing it in my bag when I've been camping lately, and I will be taking it out, matter of fact, this weekend. And as of right now, it's going for $2.73. That's for the coffee lovers, and I'm sure a lot of us are. On to number 3. The next one that I purchased from Temu was one of those things that I've been putting off for a while just because, as of right now, my pots have had good handles. And when I saw this and I saw the deal that it had on it, it's only going for $2.08. I picked up this aluminum anti-scald pot holder. Now we've seen these over a lot of the outdoor communities, guys. We know pretty much what they are. It's for, of course, when you have a pot or a cup or anything like that that you need to get off the fire or off your stove, and grip it so, and it does an amazing job. I've been using it just to try it. The last couple of times I've been out, I've just been doing this off camera and seeing how good this works. Again, it's extremely light. On my scale, it's 1.1 ounces. It has crimped edges here, and what I think that is for, although it doesn't say it on their page, it's for using for grabbing things. So I've been using it for grabbing wet towels, and when I had a wet hat at the campsite, I just wanted to see how good it would do, because you know how material gets soaked and wet, it gets extremely heavy. So that's what I've been using for. But this would also be great for if you had something on your skillet and you forgot what you needed to do, or your tongs. This will work great for tongs, I believe. I haven't used them for that. I'm just saying it would, because you can see the teeth on it. That spring works really good. It has a stainless steel spring inside. Beyond that, there's not much more to say. This basically does what it's supposed to. It's 5 inches long, 1 inch wide. The page I purchased this one off of, it was only this one color. I'm not sure if they have this in other color, maybe just all aluminum. This one is a painted aluminum, black. I like this. It's going to go in my fire kit bag just for something extra to have, and I will use it from time to time to make sure it keeps working like it should. If anything fails on any product, guys, I ever put up on the channel, I try to put a video up or a short to let you know something went awry or something didn't go the way it was supposed to. $2.08, can't be beat, guys. Really can't be beat. On to number 4. Number 4 is got to be probably one of the best things I've bought off Temu. I've bought some great things off Temu, guys. But if you ever purchase something and you're thinking, if that works, it's going to be really nice. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great benefit when I'm out in the woods. I picked this up. I really didn't think it was going to do what it was supposed to do. And it has surpassed everything I thought. This baby right here. Now, on their webpage, they call this a portable hand crank bellows. And basically, guys, that is what it is, and it does its job fantastically. When it came in its package, or its little box it was in, it was separated. This crank handle was off. You had to screw it on. And this piece of silver here, or aluminum, excuse me, I'm wrong, was separate, and you put it on. Now, it's still just on there. There's nothing securing it. It's just on. If I pull it off, that's what it looks like. But it is on there very snug. It does make a crazy noise when you start cranking it. I hope you guys can hear it. I've used it on several camps. I've been sneaking it in, just sneaking it in, hoping somebody might notice it or ask. But I've been using this. When you hear that noise on those videos, especially those 2 wet camps I did not too long ago, I was using this. I have the long bellows that look like, I call them antennas, because they look like the radio antennas we had back in the 80s. It's an amazing product. It works well, puts a lot of oxygen out. It's extremely light. On my scale, it weighs 3.7 ounces. Extremely light product. I have been keeping it in this form I've been just putting it in a little bag by itself. I've got a ton of little kit bags. I'm sure most of us do. It's just in a little kit bag. I keep separate. I would like to get a larger fire kit bag, maybe. I like the one I've been using lately, but I might get one just to put this in. But I'm definitely going to take this anytime I'm expecting a wet camp. It does have a little loop here that you could put anything you want to as far as making a lanyard out of it. Does not come with a lanyard, but it has the option for it if you want to. And plus you could actually strap this on the outside of your pack if you want, if you don't want to put it inside the pack. As of right now, it is plastic with the motor inside, the crank. And it does put out air. But I can't see this thing failing up by its function. I think I may end up messing this up because it's plastic. I think there's a chance of me one of these times. I try to be good with my gear, but I'm not going to say I'm perfect. And I'm worried that I might put this in a bag or something and this handle's going to get broke. Now it doesn't feel like it's going to break, but it is a small plastic handle. I want you guys to know it. It does what it's supposed to do, but I'm not going to say this is going to last you for years. From the lanyard opening here to the tip, it's 9 inches. From the crank width here, it is 2 inches. And then you have to add an inch with the handle. So from this side of the blower to this side of the handle is 3 inches. Just so you guys have an idea of the dimensions. Also, one thing I thought when I first got this, when I put this on, I went, I don't think that's going to work. Why? I didn't think that would be long enough. I thought it needed to be longer. What I was worried about was the heat getting on this plastic and, guys, melting it. That's truly what I thought it was going to do. But you don't have to get it that close to the fire. That's the secret. Just say this is the wall of flame, not the wall of flame, the wall of heat from your fire, where when you go anything outside of it, you don't feel anything. You could still be that far away, crank this bad boy, and she will just put that fire ablaze. I can't say enough good things about it. It works like it should. It's extremely light. And as of right now on Temu, it's going for $2.29. $2.29. To me, for a Bellows like that, being honest, for the functionality of it, I'd have paid $20 for this. $2.29. This has been one of those wow pieces of kit. I would really like it if some other manufacturers would pick something up like this, maybe do this design, maybe give a little longer, maybe a telescoping end here, and then maybe a aluminum handle so it won't break. The housing could be the plastic, that's still fine, and maybe come with a lanyard. You could pump those out. That would be something to have for your kit. So if you're looking at this, guys, out of all the things, I do recommend this one. If it's in your cart, move it up, buy it. You're not going to regret it. You're not going to regret it. On to number 5. If you watch me on this channel almost all the time, winter, summer, spring, fall, I have a hat on. I'm a hat guy, always have been a hat guy. And lately, I'd say within the last 7 to 8 years, I've started to like a different type of hat. Now, I love my baseball caps. I love my skull caps in the wintertime, or beanies, whatever you want to call them. But number 5 is the most expensive thing I have on this list. Is this Camouflage U.S. Army. It's what they call it. I know it's not an official military gear, but they call it a U.S. Army bucket hat. I got this color. This is the camo. I'll put up the other colors that they offer. This one has surprised me as well. It's extremely comfortable. It breathes well. It's flexible, just like my mission hat. Retains its form. I'll show you a couple of things I like about it. There are no dislikes. I love it. It's a great hat. I recommend it if you like these type of hats. For $3.99, it's a great deal. The hat is not a full circle, okay? It's more like an oval. From this dimension here, this is about 11.5 inches. The length this way is just about 13.25 inches. From the bottom of the brim to the top of the hat is just about 4.5 inches. Just want to let you guys know that. It comes with a neck strap. It comes with snaps on both sides, so you can snap it up. You know, just like the mission hat, you can keep that wind off you or that sun off you or let the air in. Anything you want to do, it is very adjustable. Another thing I like about this hat, it has Molly spots. Well, molly webbing spots, you know what they're trying to do. It's not official molly webbing, and it definitely probably wouldn't hold much weight, but I can see hanging sunglasses from that. Now, a viewer just put up, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, and I totally forgot to mention it in my mission video review. There are 2 loops on that mission hat. They don't say anything about them, but I assumed, and what I've been using for my mission hat, was I was hanging sunglasses from them. When I was out, if I didn't want to put them around my neck, and I'm bad about that because sometimes I lose them, I put them in that little loop. This has loops all the way around it. All the way around that brim, you've got 10 of these little molly loops. So you can hang stuff, anything you guys want or think of. Each of those little pockets are single stitched. They're not double stitched, so I'm not sure how long that'll last as far as if you put something on with a lot of weight, but it will hold sunglasses easy. You could probably put other things up there, anything light, some tissues, I don't know, anything you guys can think of. Also, I do like this hat. On each side, it has these 2 brass vented holes. They're on both sides, and they let air in. They do very, they do that very well. Now, the link I'm putting down below, and this hat was one size fits all. I'm an average size head guy, so roll with it. Mine fits me absolutely perfect. And when I see on the inside of the label, I want to try to show this for you guys. It says size 60. I don't know what they mean by that. I'm just showing you what the inside of the hat looks like. But I'm not going to do it and not try it on for you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I like this hat. The brim works really good. You see how mine's like this. When I first got it, it was a little bit more flat because it was packaged and vacuum sealed. But I like this. When I put it down like that, it will stay down, and if I want it up, it'll stay up. The snaps work good, just like the mission hat. Just like it, works really good, or down. Now, like I said, this is the most expensive of the products in this video. This was only $3.99. $3.99. That's a go for me. I love it. This is the front. There's the side. There's the back. It does give some, it's not as big as the mission hat, this brim isn't, but it does give adequate sun protection for your neck. Another side, and the beginning again. I know, scary, isn't it? But it does offer you good sun coverage as well. This is my latest video on 5 great camping products from Temu for under $5. Now guys, I've said it before, this channel's not sponsored by anybody. Temu's not contacting me to push these videos out, nor is any other company. And if a company does send something to me and they want me to show it to the viewers, I will let you know. As always, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you like the content, please consider doing it. I'd really appreciate it. If you have any products that you would like me to take a look at or anything on that inexpensive line, I don't mind it, guys. I'll pump the money out and test it and see if it's worth its weight in copper. Talk to you guys again real soon. I'm out.